So today I'll be walking you through the strategic acquisition of Bulgari by LVMH in 2011, one of the most iconic luxury MBA and deals in recent decades. Bulgari was founded in 1884 in Rome by Sotirio Bulgari and had built a global reputation for its unique high-end jewelry collection, such as the Serpentine and the B0. By 2010, it had nearly 300 stores worldwide and revenue of over 1 billion euros. However, after decades of profitability, Bulgari was hit hard by the 2008 recession and posted its first annual loss in 2009. Though it recovered in 2010, the company remained vulnerable, making it a prime acquisition target. With a strong legacy but needed a scale of support, Bulgari was ready for a transformation partner. That's where LVMH came in. So, how did LVMH acquire Bulgari? First, they struck a share swap deal with the Bulgari family, who had 50.4% of the company. The family exchanged their share for 1.9 billion euros worth of LVMH stock, becoming 3% owners in LVMH. Then LVMH launched a cash tender offer for the remaining 49.6% of shares at 12.25 euros per share, a 60% premium over the market price. The total equity value came to 3.7 billion euros and the enterprise value, including debt, reached 4.3 billion euros. The deal was very friendly, high structured, and ensured both full ownership and alignment with the Bulgari family. So was the price fair? Let's look at the numbers. So LVMH paid a high multiple over 28 times EBITDA and around 3 times forward sales. Our DCF model estimates Bulgari's standalone value at 3 to 3.5 billion euros. So yes, LVMH overpaid based on pure valuation, but they weren't just buying past earning. The premium reflect expected synergy, brand potential, and the strategic value. This wasn't a bargain, it was a bold, calculated bet on long-term growth. The acquisition was clearly strategic. Bulgari helped LVMH double its presence into the jewelry segment overnight, from 5 to 10% of total revenue. It added prestige, growth potential in emerging markets like China, and synergy opportunity through shared marketing, distribution, and sourcing. Plus, it helped prime competitors like Richemont and Swatch. LVMH CEO Bernard Arnault knew he was paying a premium, but for him, it was about the long-term value, no short-term value. Structurally, there was a full acquisition. Bulgari became a wholly owned LVMH subsidiary but retained its Italian HQ and brand identity. The Bulgari family received 1.9 billion in LVMH stocks, while public shareholders got 2.4 billion euros in cash. Importantly, Paolo and Nicola Bulgari stayed on as chairman and vice chairman, and Francesco Trapani, the CEO, was promoted to lead LVMH watches and jewelry collection. So the deal preserved leadership continuity while bringing in new resources. Following the deal, LVMH handled integration with precision. By 2014, Bulgari's system sourcing and back office were aligned with LVMH. In 2013, Jean-Christophe Vermin became CEO, replacing Trapani, who stayed on an advisor. The strategy will focus on core strength, jewelry and watches, while streamlining operating and accelerating growth in Asia like China, Korea, and Japan. This gradual integration helped Bulgari improve performance without losing its identity. So why did the Bulgari family sell but stay involved? They saw that the brand needed scale, capital, and new leadership to grow. To grow. Selling to LVMH offered them a 60% premium and ensured their legacy would be preserved in capable hands. They stayed as board member and major LVMH shareholders, showing belief in the company's future. Investors took the cash and exit. Most were public shareholders eager to lock in gain. So was it worth it? Absolutely. Bulgari revenue more than doubled from 1.5 million in 2012 to over 3.5 billion by 2023. Profit margin improved and flagship line like Sempendi flourished. LVMH gained major ground on competitors like Cartier and Swatch. Bulgari became a model for future luxury M&A, so much that LVMH cited this deal as an impression when acquiring Tiffany & Co. in 2021. So, to conclude, the Bulgari acquisition was a strategic masterstroke. LVMH paid a high price, yes, but it gained a brand that no entry in watches and jewelry segment. It was integrated smoothly in David's financial and it reinforced LVMH's reputation as the world's leading luxury group. For the Bulgari family, the deal built value, continuity, and a lasting partnership. It wasn't just a successful acquisition for LVMH, it was a blueprint for how to scale heritage brands without losing their soul. Thank you very much.